that was a shift in my life. That was a shift in my brain. So like so you never know. You never know when a Kingdom Hearts can happen. You never know when a hyperfixation that takes over your life can happen, and you don't choose them, they choose you. So, you know, you never know. You never know when something like that could happen. You know, we might have played Persona 5 and it might have triggered something and suddenly my entire life is Persona. You know, and there's a bunch of Persona games. So you never know. It didn't, but sometimes that happens. Kingdom Hearts. So, and here we are. So you never know. You never know. So you gotta try. You gotta try all the different genres. But yes, there was an extreme shift in my life. Just like when I discovered Sailor Moon, that was a significant shift in my life when that happened, when that hyperfixation set in. So the same thing happened with Kingdom Hearts. Kingdom Hearts was another Sailor Moon, and never thought it could happen later in life, but man, can it. If Peachy never got into Kingdom Hearts, I probably would never ship Soriku. Yes, making Sorikus. Talus would have unsubscribed. It's all Talus's fault. It's all Talus's fault. Ah, if only Yakuza triggered that neuron as well. Well, if I played more of it, it might. I didn't get hyperfixated on Kingdom Hearts right away. It literally took 7 Kingdom Hearts games for the hyperfixation to kick in. All of my hyperfixation, like the biggest, what I consider like my big 5 hyperfixations, it was either instantaneous, like an instantaneous brain switch that changed my life and got me hyperfixated into it, or it took a long time to kick in. And like Sailor Moon was instantaneous. I can't even describe, like it's the weirdest thing. I literally saw the end of an episode and I was just like, this is my life now. And 30 years later, it's still my life. I don't know. It's like it just triggered instantly. Hazbin Hotel triggered instantly. I don't know. It just happened. I was instantly obsessed overnight. Kingdom Hearts took literally 7 games. I loved it from the beginning. I loved it the whole way, but the hyperfixation didn't happen until DDD. So that's when the Soriku kicked in. So like that, it triggered Shipper Brain is what happened, because Shipper Brain had happened back in high school with Sailor Moon, and then Shipper Brain kind of went dormant for like a long time. And I think that was the thing, was I loved Kingdom Hearts the whole time, but it was when the Shipper Brain reactivated after being dormant for, because like Guild Wars 2, loved Guild Wars 2, Guild Wars 2 obsession, hyperfixation, but it never triggered Shipper Brain. It triggered Creation Brain with like videos and cosplay and stuff like that. So, but it did not, sure, it's a different thing. Shipper Brain is a different thing. It's different. I don't know how to describe, but it's different. And so when Kingdom Hearts, it took 7 games, but Kingdom Hearts finally triggered Shipper Brain. And here we are 6 years later. Still on the brain train. Imagine if my Shipper Brain had stayed dormant. I would still be a different person today. I would be a different person today than, I don't know. I don't know if I'd be collecting Kingdom Hearts. I probably wouldn't, honestly. Like, if Shipper Brain specifically hadn't been activated, I think Kingdom Hearts might be on the level. I have like a secondary tier of like, I love this series, but I'm not like all consumed with it, like Madoka and Fire Emblem, you know, One Shot. Like there's a lot of series that I like are very so near and dear to my heart. I collect some merch, but they're not all consuming, like have free rent space in my brain, right? Danganronpa. Hi, Sigurd. No, I ship Cass and Jory. But like triggering Shipper Brain, Cass and Jory, yeah, no, I always loved them. I don't remember the timeline. Cass and Jory came before when I played Kingdom Hearts, right? I'm pretty sure. No, but like I liked them together, but like true Shipper Brain is something different. There's like you ship them and then there's like you have Shipper Brain rot is what it is. And so like triggering Shipper Brain rot is like, you know, Harumichi or Soriku, like those are like the ones that trigger that deeper level of I'm writing fan fiction to cope with my brain rot. Like that's a completely separate level. Puzzle shipping activated Shipper Brain for me. So Soriku, that I'm still, it's weird because like you don't choose brain rot, right? Brain rot happens to you. Hyperfixation, much nicer way of saying it, but it's brain rot. So like Soriku, I have Soriku brain rot, but like I'm shocked that Yu-Gi-Oh! I'm shocked because Yu-Gi-Oh! Is so prime for shipping these characters. They're perfect for it. I don't know why Yu-Gi-Oh! In my years of being obsessed with Yu-Gi-Oh! Didn't trigger shipper. It never triggered shipper brain. I don't know why. But it just didn't. Again, you don't choose it. It chooses you. And Yu-Gi-Oh! Just never, like, I don't know, it was super dormant at the time. I went through like decades of it being dormant, and I don't know, Soriku just triggered it again. Brain rot happens without your control. It does. It does. You can't imagine what characters occupy my mind rent free. Cass and Jory were around since 2014. Yeah, yeah. And see, here's the thing: is that I'm saying all this. If you've never experienced this yourself, if you're not this gone into fandom, like, I only wonder how this sounds, right? You're like viewing it from the outside, but some of you have the brain rot. Some of you experience the brain rot, so you know exactly what I'm talking about. And you know, I appreciate both sides of the fence. And you know, hey, you know, or you know, or you only try to understand the brain rot. Like Mr. P doesn't have that. Like, he doesn't have hyperfixations. He has his hobbies and stuff that he are like his hobbies of all hobbies, you know, D&D. And like he D&D is like his first love, right? But he's like, and yeah, he has books, and he gets things, but like, you know, he'll get stuff to aid him in playing, you know, minis and dice, and he'll buy puzzles to use in, you know, and then create puzzles in the game and stuff for us to play and everything. So like the closest thing he has to that for sure is D&D. And then he has like his favorite video games, and you know, he plays World of Tanks every night, and he loves golfing and stuff like that. So like those would be like his first, you know, nerdy loves, his hobbies. But it's not on the level. It's I don't know, like, so he doesn't have like what I would call the brain rot that I know of. But like, that's okay. And so I only say, like, I appreciate that he never puts me down for the things that I love, and like collecting and stuff like that. Like, it's wonderful that he supports it, and he, you know, like that you know, I'm not I'm blessed to be in an environment. I've always been blessed to be in an environment surrounded by the people that I live with. um uh don't If they are not of the same brain as me, they don't put me down for being this way. I'm really blessed with that. And so now, having, you know, this space to share it, you know, if you're not of the same, you know, if you're not vibing with my vibes, then, you know, then you can find someone else you vibe with, and that's fine. So but it's fun, you know. I love listening to people talk about this kind of stuff, and so then I talk about it, and I hope someone else gets enjoyment listening to me talk about it, you know. So it's like, it's pretty cool. So thank you guys, thank you for being here and listening to my brain rot. If you're not if you don't experience brain rot, like, what do you even think about? If you're not thinking, if you're not like coming up with scenarios of your, like, you know, your fictional dolls in your head, like, what do you even think about all day?